We're going to an event tonight, something that's about history, and we're here going to the Mars Music Hall for the event. And I think that's front row. I think that's where it's going to have the food hall. It's being built here in Huntsville. Kind of new, kind of cool. We'll see what it looks like when it's complete, but this looks like front row to me. There's the Mars Music Hall. We haven't yet to do anything at this location, but it'll be cool to go to it. What is this area right here? Oh, Rhythm on Monroe. We've never done that. Mars Music Hall and Rhythm on Monroe. So it must be a restaurant. So this will be interesting. I do think this is front row. So I want to see that when it's done. Yeah, it is front row. It's got to be. It's right here by the BBC and stuff. So this is a... You remember when Hannah did dance and she was twirling around on the front step over there?
Yeah.
And then we stood by this tree and took pictures.
Yep.
Oh, they were so little. I miss that. I miss them being little. They're just getting too big. They're not with us right now because this is kind of like something that...
Teenagers.
Well, they'd be bored of this anyways.
This is our date.
Yeah.
Baby Palooza. Baby and maternity.
So, we're heading on down to the park because they're doing the NASA splashdown, and they got, you know, where they did the moon event, or not moon event, but the second moon mission. Now they're landing, so they're gonna land right in Big Spring Park in the pond. No, I'm kidding. They're having an event where you can watch it down here, so we're checking it out before we go to the other thing. Have the big TV screen out there. It's gonna show the lunar landing. And we might see a part of it. And then we're gonna probably get some food truck to eat. Look at that chickie over there. Look at these little quackies. Aw, look at those fish. They needed us. We didn't remember to bring food. Dang it, I should have remembered. You're doing your hands. You're pretending. And
here they come.
they really are coming. Oh, that's sad. They're really doing that. Look at they watch hands. Oh, that's sweet and sad at the same time. They just see your hands and they're coming. We need to find some crackers for their cutenesses. Man, we need to do that. Look at this.
It's a very community-rific place,
Yeah,
you know?
it is. You got the news cameras out here too. Kind of a big deal.
This has got to be the most community-minded, togetherness, do things all the time place ever lived.
Yeah, it is like that here. Got all the NASA stuff out here. Everybody enjoying getting out in the nice weather. Yeah, it'll be a while. There's the Artemis ship over there. Look at that.
Looking over the
Dang.
shoulders of Reed Wiseman and Victor Glover there on the flight deck of Integrity, and again just below their feet in the mid-deck area, if you will. Hammer fashion.
So we went to
note that after splashdown occurs, the flight control team here in Houston will be monitoring the orientation of the Integrity spacecraft. We
I'm
are
excited for
expecting
her.
it to splash down upright in what is called the Stable 1 configuration, with the top of the spacecraft pointed upward. Stable 2 would indicate that it is upside down in the water. Regardless of the orientation, there will be 5 inflatable airbags called the CMOOS system. That's the acronym for Crew Module Uprighting System. Dumbings are now complete for the crew. Leak checks have been completed earlier. The CMOOS system, those 5 inflatable airbags, will be inflated with helium.
You go sit down right over
Those
there if you get our
airbags
food.
will ensure that the vehicle remains 15 minutes from splashdown to the power down
So look at the
of all of
bottom
systems
right, you
on
see the
integrity.
cameras,
And at that
how
point,
far they are from the Earth right
assuming
now.
everything
Wow.
is in a nominal fashion,
They're doing like
then the green
25,000
light will be
miles an hour.
given for the Navy recovery teams to begin to make their way closer to integrity, to begin the erection of a large inflatable life raft called a front porch that will be buttressed up alongside the hatchway to the spacecraft. That life raft will be used to bring the crew members out of this vehicle once the hatch is open, one by one. They'll get their land legs back after 9 days of weightlessness before they're put in harnesses to be hoisted one by one in sequential fashion and in alternating fashion to the 2 hovering Navy helicopters overhead. Connecting on those, we're going to be stepping into leak check soon.
Artemis. There we go. Let's see if we can get a pom-pom this time, because we didn't get one last time at the other event. Yeah, they have the pom-poms. Yeah, we need pom-poms this time. Alright, we're going to grab some pom-poms. Oh, and they have other stuff too. Actual. That's cool.
What's this? It's just not like a sticker.
So this is like a frisbee.
Yeah. Did you want the pom-pom sticker?
Yeah, I want to
I'm not
see
gonna carry in there.
I got a purse. Solid rocket booster. There we go. Alright, I got my stuff here. Got the pom-poms, got the... So we got pom-poms, a little frisbee thing. I got my purse, so I'll be able to... Finally got pom-poms. We didn't get them last time. But we're getting them this time. Can you hold this for a second?
I knew this wasn't a good idea. Look at the line. I'll stand here. You go check the other.
Okay. I'm going to go check out the other places over here with my pom-poms.
Wait, this is 30. You have to take it home and clean it before we can.
Who would have thought?
Look how crowded it is.
Farther
Wow.
from each and every one of us than relationships and love. And what that could do for the human race. Together we can do anything. We can still do
Sorry.
That's what I learned. And for the few of you that did feel that really wondering why one of them wasn't against the back so they could claim that they had the world record, we need you too, right? We're in
About
space.
5 minutes. Okay.
So thank you.
We're here by the art museum. So we're trying to go find a restaurant because everything is totally crowded over here. So hopefully we're there in like 5 minutes. No, I took this off the front. So we're at this restaurant over here called Rhythm on Monroe because it's crazy because the food prices are about the same as the food truck.
Yeah.
And we're at a really
you got a
nice...
different menu there.
Huh?
You have a different menu. Oh, that says brunch.
Oh, brunch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey
okay.
there.
Good. How are you doing?
2 waters to start.
Yeah, so I think this is worth it because literally I looked at the food truck prices, and they were like $14, $15 for a sandwich to stand there forever.
Yeah.
So
this is much better.
we came to this restaurant. It's about the same price, and we're sitting down and just getting out of the crowd. And now I got a view of front row again, and my pom poms. We got our NASA pom-poms here. Red, white, and blue. Do you think we're going to be able to see it splash down at all?
I don't know. It's 6:23 now.
What time does it splash down?
Let me see. What time is the Artemis 2 splashdown? At 6:07.
No, 7:07.
7:07.
7:07. Well, we might. We may not. I don't know.
Expected to hit the top of the atmosphere at 6:53.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of crowded over there anyway.
Sonic, but residents in parts of Southern California may hear a sonic boom between 5 and 5:15 Pacific time as the capsule re-enters the atmosphere.
Multi-surface module, which has been providing power, propulsion, and life support for the mission, also revealing Orion's heat shield. That will protect the astronauts from the extreme heat generated by re-entry. A few minutes later, one final fine-tuning of the crew's flight position. Then, at around 7:53 p.m., the moment we'll all be waiting for. Orion entering Earth's atmosphere at about 24,000 miles per hour. Nearly 400,000 feet above the ocean, that heat shield withstanding temperatures of up to 5,000 degrees. During the most intense heat, a planned communications blackout. The crew will lose all contact with mission control. 2 rounds of parachutes will then slow down the capsule, the first set slowing the capsule down to about 200 miles per hour. The second to around 20 miles per hour before the final splashdown in the Pacific. After the Orion hits the water, the recovery team moves in. 2 helicopters will hoist the astronauts up and bring them onto a ship where they will be medically evaluated before boarding an aircraft to NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston, where they will be reunited with their loved ones and finally get a chance to reflect on that historic ride.
What we really hoped in our soul is that we could, for just a moment, have the world pause and remember that this is a beautiful planet and a very special place in our universe, and we should all cherish what we have been gifted.
Oh, what a beautiful message there. Meanwhile, the USS Mirtha is getting ready for the astronauts.
So, for the price, I would say this is a lot better than the food truck. What do you think? Look at that.
You have to take the kids here.
Yeah, it's really good price and it's a nice setting. That's kind of weird how the food truck's about the same price as this.
I knew that. Food trucks usually overpriced.
Yeah, but you gotta wait there for like an hour and then maybe not even get your food on time. So that was a really good hamburger for the same price, just about, as the food truck. And because we couldn't get to the food truck. It was just too crazy. And I have never seen as many people at Big Spring Park. That's insane. I've never in my life seen this many people here. What did he say? How many minutes? Everybody's enjoying space. 16 minutes, that's what it said.
The activities today have gone on in perfect fashion. No issues with the vehicle, no issues with the crew. And the weather at the splashdown site is go.
Okay, look, this is so super crowded. Oh, they have a cute white duck out there. Look at that. Look at that white duck. Isn't that cute?
Until entry interface.
So we're here watching the Artemis, and this white baby's right here. This white baby needs food. Look at that. "10 seconds till entry interface."
And we approach the threshold now, entering the Earth's atmosphere. We're at 400,000 feet, traveling 34,800 feet per second.
They're landing.
We're 30 seconds away from the anticipated point of peak heating of the vehicle. The temperatures will...
Is the duck coming in?
There's a helicopter.
Yeah, life flight. He's out of Pryor Airfield.
Oh.
Four and a half minutes until the end of the blackout period. Time to splash down, 11 minutes, 33 seconds.
There's that white duck. The duck's watching. The duck has a really good view. This is so many people at Big Spring Park. I've never seen this many people.
Yeah, I think word got out, man. And NASA's doing something.
This duck wanted food and he's coming toward us. Aw, I would bring him something. We need to come here soon.
3.5 minutes left in this blackout period.
3.5 minutes.
Visualization
Ducky Duck is walking.
of the plasma buildup around the spacecraft and the
spacecraft.
There it
repelling
goes.
of that heat on Integrity's heat shield. Flight Dynamics reports that airborne assets in the vicinity of the splashdown zone do have a visual on Integrity. Still 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in our blackout period. Time to splash down, 9 minutes, 35 seconds. And the WB-57 flying in the splashdown zone also has a visual. And the
Look at how many people are out there. That's crazy.
We're standing by for communications from the crew. We should be out of the blackout period less than a minute from now.
It's blacked out period right now.
Yeah, when it comes in, it feels all calmer.
So I noticed this duck right here has a big fluffy head.
We are now processing data from Integrity.
His hairdo looks kind of messed up.
En route to the splashdown target zone.
There it is.
There it is.
Passing 100,000 feet now. Range to splashdown 19 nautical miles.
It's just free falling right now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Half minutes.
4.5 minutes, ducks. 4.5 minutes.
And a view of Integrity from the WB-57. We're at 50,000 feet.
50,000 feet. We saw it go up, now we're seeing it come down. There goes the ducks. The ducks are making a huge wave.
Pyros are on.
Yeah. Y'all go, if you don't YouTube, go to National TV live. 40 minutes. We'll watch it go all the way through.
There it goes.
Series of parachutes. And we're on drones.
And you saw visual 2 drones up on you.
Two good drogue shoots. Next up,
We copy, we see them.
Next up, the deployment of pilot parachutes that will pull the main chutes out. Time to splash down 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
Can you imagine free falling for 3 minutes? Just a couple minutes. And it lands in that water.
Passing through 10,000 feet. still on droves.
Do you think they can feel the fall? Like, do they feel the dynamic? Oh, there it is.
Main chute deployed. We're at 5,000 feet. Search and recovery beacon has been activated.
Really good looking parachute. Integrity. Cabin pressure indicates no need for hydrazine checks.
Integrity copies.
This is a perfect descent for Integrity. Its crew sounding hale and hearty on board. Time to splash down 1 minute, 15 seconds.
There it is. I see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the same one.
Integrity, splashdown, sending post-landing.
Splashdown confirmed.
Waiting on DLD.
Splashdown confirmed at 7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time. From the pages of Jules Verne to a modern-day mission to the moon, a new chapter of the exploration of our celestial neighbor is complete. Integrity's astronauts back on Earth.
7:30. The party just got in. Let's keep celebrating and let's go into the next one.
That's cool. So we're done. We finished the Artemis launch. Or well, that's an expensive car. Ferrari over there. Golly. How much is something like that? $45 million. Look at these. Right, going in with our tickets. Yeah, it is kind of niche thing. So we're at this thing called History Doesn't Suck. History that doesn't suck. It's a history thing.
It's a podcast.
Yeah, it's a podcast.
I listen to all the time.
Yeah, it's a Randy thing, and it's
For the intelligentsia.
So I'm here checking it out with him. I've never listened to the podcast, so I don't know.
I'm a history buff.
Yeah, he likes history.
This is my thing. This is my jam.
He likes war history. Is this war history?
Oh, it's everything. It's war's a big part of history, but it's other stuff too.
Yeah.
Nations were made.
Yeah.
You know, rise and fall of political
Civilizations. But it's U.S. history, isn't it?
No, he does everything.
Oh, okay. Alright, so this is the show. We're gonna see the show together.
Yeah, that's how many they sold.
That leaves the roughly 300 other soldiers outside, crouching or laying behind nothing more than a shallow earthen parapet as musket balls and arrows fly towards them. The only thing worse than the wooden fortification's construction might be its location. We're in southwestern Pennsylvania, though given the era, we might do better to think of this ill-defined region as the Ohio. The fort sits in an open meadow on a valley floor surrounded by tree-covered hills. Wish list. Far too radical of a position to ever get elected as president. But as the war wears on, the gangly rail splitter is increasingly thinking that real victory requires not tiptoeing around, but attacking slavery. I'm gonna quote Lincoln on this, but since I like to lean into the voice of historical figures as best or where I dare. Just some more historical sources. But as the young republic moves forward, those two critical issues we saw in the Philly Convention, the vagueness of this union's permanency and the deepening North-South divide over slavery, are left to fester and to build off each other. Between 1799 and 1804, New York and New Jersey passed gradual emancipation laws. All northern states are now in the process